everybody. Welcome to Red Cup Talk. My name is Oshuan Alvarez. You can call me Osh. We're going to go around and introduce ourselves, and then we're going to get right into topic. So first, we're going to start with our man Juan. Say a little bit about yourself, man.
Juan Garcia, CEO of Curry Ventures, me Maria, and we're here having a men hour.
I'm Yancey. Follow me on Instagram, 64BK718. I'm here to represent.
I'm Chris Magic. I'm the kid. Just here with men's, having a good time.
You're learning right now.
Relax. Chris Magic in his house.
I'm Theo. I run TPP in New York City, plus size events. Been in the community for a while. Here just having a drink, having a smoke with my brothers. Wanted to chime in on this event, representing for the big brothers. You know what I mean?
Good. Let's cheers it up.
Cheers up,
together.
brothers.
Cheers, brothers.
Cheers.
All right.
This talk going on here.
All right, so fellas, big fellas specifically, and medium fellas can chime in too. Do y'all feel represented in this community, whether it be the BBW community or just in the world right now? Now, I know that you got some things to say about this, so we might let this whole session be you right now.
So I see it two ways. I've been a partier my whole life.
Preach to you.
I've been a partier my whole life, and I think that there's two different stigmas. This is just my personal opinion. Before I even got introduced to the whole bash life and plus size events and big girl parties, whatever the case may be, I was partying hard. And it was always harder as a big dude to try and go do your thing. But for some reason, it's always more acceptable in what you would call mainstream society for a big dude to holler at a skinny chick, whatever the case may be. And it's understandable, it's okay.
Right.
And the guy has a little bit more to love. I like to cuddle with him.
Yeah.
He's got whatever the case may be. And they love that, oh, my little teddy bear. When it comes to the BBW community, when it comes to the plus size community, it's definitely a double standard.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a double standard.
I
Now,
agree.
I've been bashing for like almost 9 years now. When I first went, I felt lonely. I felt out of everything. Hell yeah. Let me tell you.
First batch was bad.
So, my first bash is when I first met Yancey.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you, I ain't trying to blow you up. But you talk about Yancey, right? And dudes like Yancey with six packs, muscles, and everything, and girls is going crazy. And you see all these girls like throwing their fucking drawers at Yancey. Yancey like, whatever. But then you saw, and me, I was back then, like my first batch, I was close to 400 pounds at the time.
Oh.
Right? So I was always a big dude my whole life, and I've always been that I call it gordito and confident. Like, you know what I mean? I used to be the dude before the bashes, that big dude, but I always had the baddest chick on my side. You know what I mean? But that's just how you engage somebody, how you talk to somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? It has a lot more to do with your physical looks. But when it comes to the plus size community, now everybody in this table is in like what? At least a minimum of like 10 plus size groups across the country, whatever the case may be. So the point is that in what I would call, what other people call mainstream society, it's alright to be a bigger dude. In the plus size community, I feel, me personally, before everybody jumps down my throat, because I talk about this in all the groups and everything, they say, no, we all love the big guys, whatever, but then you see these posts or all these different things with the females in the groups, and then they say, oh, they want the muscular guy, they want the thin guy, they want the guy that's a personal trainer, they want this and that, and then they'll say certain things, don't realize that it doesn't matter if you're 6'8", muscular with a 12-pack, whatever the case be, or you're 5'2", 500 pounds. Dudes have feelings. We don't acknowledge it, but we do have feelings. So when you see these posts and people talking about what they want, and you'll see some girls say, well, I don't want a big guy because I'm a big girl, so, it just doesn't work out physically.
Right.
How is it that we are supposed to, as a plus-size man, is that the correct term? Plus-size man? As a plus-size man, as a bigger man.
You can say big ass.
Okay,
So we
whatever. As a big dude,
right?
As a big dude, how are we supposed to be okay with the idea of accepting a bigger woman? And that's what this whole movement's about.
Yeah.
Body positivity.
I'm about to
accepting. Body positivity, accepting a big woman and everything, but then you look down upon us. Or if we try to holler, or if we try to say something, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I don't really do big. Then some girls will go as crazy as to go as the physical, you know, two circles can't really meet right now.
Wow.
And, you know, they don't have the type of equipment. There's some, Ron Jeremy, big dudes that are packing too. Like, there's all these stigmas or whatever.
It's like,
Exactly. There's a lot of stigmas out there.
Yeah.
Right.
You're absolutely
Right?
right.
And all the women, because the majority of the community is women.
Yes.
When you think about it,
Yeah.
it's 80% women, about 20% guys.
Yeah.
Right? So you have this large population, this large community that's preaching acceptance, but they're not seeing the other side when it comes to men.
That's
And
right.
you know when this really, really started hitting home to me? When I had the surgery for weight loss, I had a lot of medical issues, and I had to do it. Listen, they tried to get me to do it for years, but it got to the point where medically, I needed to do it. And because I said before, I'm a very sociable person, very friendly, and a lot of women think that just because I'm friendly, they think I'm coming on something.
Yes.
Will come out to you before me like, oh, you know, Theo, you're cute and everything, but it wouldn't work out. I'm like, I ain't trying to hit you up like that.
Jump off the topic for a second. Being that you got the surgery, you get more attention when you bigger or when you small.
That's where I was going. So since I had the surgery, and now with this COVID thing, I've had nothing to do but stay in my room and do push-ups and work out and everything else. I'm looking way different now.
Yeah.
And the shit that bothers me the most, honestly, is so many chicks that before that would never try to pay mind to me now are hitting me up. Like, oh, you look so good. And
I'll
that's,
tell them, be
yo, let
Yeah.
me tell you.
I'll
And
tell
I've
you.
told them plenty of ways, nicely, nah, I'm good. Oh, we should go hang out. Nah, I'm good.
See my shirt? I'm Gucci.
It gets even better. It gets even better. When I get the compliments, like, oh my God, Theo, you look so much better. What the fuck you trying to say? I was ugly before.
Yeah, right?
And that's what you trying to say.
And if we try to say something like that, all of a sudden
Then
turns
we're
into a
wrong.
huge
And
issue.
we're not
Right.
accepting.
Exactly.
We're not accepting of the women who are the majority of this community.
Right. And then
to jump on that, I really think I get it, but I feel like that's like a preference from a man to a woman. It's like we heavier, so we think like since we heavy, a plus size we should accept us because we in the same form as them.
Right.
They have their preference. Maybe they love how Yancy six pack is. They might love my cat.
Different
You know what I mean?
strokes, different
Different
folks.
folks.
I get
That's right. Yeah. So the thing is, like, you know, we go in this plus size community as a bigger man because sometimes, you know, bigger men have insecurities also. People forget about that. They have insecurities.
It's time to
Like
say.
me,
that's
so I said,
my
like
point.
me, like I think, like Malcolm, I think my father, we taught me go inside and be you. Like I always go with the confidence. Like I could put a slim chick, I could put a bigger chick. That's the way I flow. I go in there.
My grandfather said, gordito, pero siempre
Yeah,
lindo.
go in
Fuck
there,
it.
go there with confidence.
Right.
But it's a preference for a plus size woman. She might like a smaller dude or a bigger dude. I can't judge her because she don't want to mess with me because she's trying to say be bigger or not. You know what I mean?
Different strokes, different folks.
So
But there should be that same way that the majority, and this is what I'm talking about, just majority, since we already acknowledge there's like a bigger volume and content when it comes to the females in this community of guys. But if this is what you guys want, this is what you guys have this whole platform about, acceptance, size acceptance, body positivity, then it should go for the men too.
so that also, of course, and that's another reason, not to jump like that, that's another reason, like us in Career Ventures, we have a men power hour. A lot of these communities don't have supplement. So I make sure we have a men's side so that we have our own platform. If you go to my website, I got a whole page just for men's empowerment itself. Because I understand how, you know, we don't have nothing for us. It's mostly for the plus size women out there.
Right.
Us men, we in the cut.
and even jumping
We're not,
on
we're not, we're not in the limelight.
right.
So we gotta put ourselves out there. Make sure like we're doing right now.
I feel like there's
You
certain
got this
things.
team
I
right
feel like
now.
there's certain things. Go picking off of that. I feel like there's certain things that they can do and say that we can't. Like if we did it, it's a problem. Like not to get too far off topic, and I hate to bring it here because I think it's old and dead now. The whole Will and Jada thing, right? I feel like when a celebrity has an issue, right? When a female celebrity has an issue with her dude or something like that, these women take off of it and they work on it. Like I feel like for me, it's always been Beyonce's Lemonade album, and how women take words and lyrics from those songs and use it against us. So for me,
what is bullshit creatures?
right? So that's the thing. They'll take that Cardi B hit from a few years ago and use that.
So
So then all of a sudden, this is a time, in my opinion, where this was the woman's L. And what did they do when we clapped, when we harped on it? They was like, why y'all in y'all feelings? Why y'all salty? And that's another thing that I see, especially in the community. That's another thing I see. I'm like, damn. When you talk about men empowerment, it's like, damn, y'all can do things. Y'all can clap off of the vibe, clap off of what's trending, and bash us. And it's not saying that we need to bash our feelings, but in terms of just speaking our mind and speaking our feelings and stuff like that, it's like we can't do that without y'all criticizing it. That's not cool.
Now, piggybacking on what you were saying about how plus size men tend to be like in their own section, in their own corner, I got a question for you guys. How many times have you walked into an Old Navy, Gap, Banana Republic, any of these stores, any of these big name stores, walk in and try to find your size? Couldn't do it at all. How many times have you tried to order something online and you're not sure if it's going to fit?
You got to walk in the Virgin Coat Factory and find a big store.
You got to find a specific section.
That was my shit back then,
right?
Burlington had the shit.
Now, mind you, men's sections are already small in these places. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to the men's section, you got like, what, 2-3 rows max in a 900 square foot store. You know what I'm saying? It's rough.
It's like that from day one.
It's been like that.
Even with kids, you go with kids, the girl section is like everything in the boy section is a little corner.
Right, exactly.
That's how it is.
And that's what I mean. Like,
I
got
daughters, I know.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm big on equality. I feel that everybody should be treated the same no matter what you are, no matter who you are.
And that's what started this conversation.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Regardless of the bash community, regardless of the plus size community, there's a stigma that men don't open up. Men don't talk about their feelings.
Right.
Regardless of whatever, fuck the bullshit. Dudes who got feelings.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So my point when I started all these conversations before is that in this community, I don't think that they see those feelings. Because a lot of dudes, the same way that the women say that they feel insecure, you see those posts about body positivity. It was my first time wearing a two-piece or a bathing suit, blah, blah, blah. Dudes feel the same thing.
Yeah,
They're not going to put it out there, but they're reading this and they're like, yo, if they're going at such and such like that, what do you think is going to happen to me?
But look at this, nothing. Like for dudes, like me, I'll take my shirt off. I don't care. I'm cool. But look at a lot of the dudes out there
who walk around with the tank top.
They wear shirts. I
was one of those.
I hear that.
It's self-confidence.
It's speak from a skinny dude. Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, they make the way for you. They make the way for you because
it goes beyond that. It started with Pun and Biggie.
Exactly.
Pun and Biggie got me so much.
I'm not getting. To me, being skinny chicks, but I don't like skinny dudes. I don't get like back in the days when you first met me, I was the man. Now I like big dudes. You too skinny.
Right. And you know what?
You know what's on me? I don't like you. I like because you too old.
Right. You know what's crazy about that is that for me, all my life, I've always been sort of in the middle. The only time I was ever distinctly like one way. So the only times I've ever been distinctly one way was when I was younger. I was scrawny frame. Some people use that word, or just skinny. I was conscious about my body then because I didn't feel like I was, you know what I mean? I didn't feel like I was this. Right. I didn't feel like I was this. Right. Now, obviously, being in the plus size community, there's a lot of older women, and this stretches back from my very first party when I felt like, damn, I felt like a baby. Like, this was something I was telling myself. I don't need these women to tell me that. Now it's my age. But for me, in terms of the body, right, being medium sized, as he put it, I like that. I'm cool with it. Because part of my body, a lot of it is muscle, but then a lot of it is fat too, right? And it's a mix in the middle, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with my body because I'm living a healthy life now, right?
See, that's what we see in the media, though. Like, in the media, you see a lot. No matter if you see models or whatever the case may be, you're not gonna see a model with chichos. I'm sorry, I got a big cup here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna see that. Even the dudes that, like you said, when women are posting these memes and they post a big girl, it's a buff ass dude.
Right.
And it's like, how am I supposed to feel like the girl that I'm talking to, the girl I'm flirting with, posts a meme talking about she want a guy like this, and it's a big buff dude. And I'm sitting here all chunky monkey.
Here's another example. Ready?
Yeah.
Here you go. Let's say this doesn't happen. This is what happens. And I'm speaking for a lot of big dudes because I'm in a lot of these groups, and I see when they post, and I post, and I start this shit all the time. I'm just shit talking when it comes to this. I'm just shit talking when it comes to these dudes, and I see this.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna keep using that.
He's right here all day.
We get all aspects.
A picture at the beach with no shirt, just cut up whatever, and he'll get like 1 million fucking likes. Right. And people, his fucking inbox probably blows the hell up.
I mean, right. Yo, you like that shit.
Then you see a bigger dude post something, showing his little stomach or whatever the kids do show, whatever, and he'll get like maybe 1 or 2 likes. Then he feels some type.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so what I'm saying is that overall, to answer the question,
I got a question.
the big size men.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real.
You're not getting no likes, but you still getting some.
Yeah, that is true. That is fucking true.
I'll be posting their videos in Puerto Rico, and I'm showing everything. I don't care how much. I mean, hits.
I mean, listen, you know, from day one, my first batch to now, I walk around without a shirt. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know?
It's like it's undercover dudes that like big girls. It's the undercover chicks that like big girls.
All day.
No, and that's
You make the point right there.
And that's
that.
you.
Let me say something about
that. That's a good segue. I'm going to reset and then we're going to talk about that. Hold that.
Let me jump on that right now. I'm about to jump right now.
Thanks. You can find me at Instagram 64BK718.
Juan Garcia, Instagram, Curry Ventures, Mr. Curry Ventures, Facebook, Curry Ventures also, Curry Ventures Travel Group.
Dang, he just put the whole plug.
Chris?
Instagram, Alpha Tuesdays at the end, _Omega14, Chris Magic on Facebook.
You might have to write that one down. Theo?
So you can find me all over Facebook. You can find me under The Arden. I got 2 pages. My promotion page at theospartypromo.com, where I do the parties in New York City. As you see, I also do parties across the country. I host events in different batches. You know, it's all about the vibe. It has nothing to do with big, small, whatever the case may be. I want to bring that New York vibe all across the nation.
All right, and then for me, the MC can't get a plug. Like MC can't get one.
Get all the plugs, man.
And then, of course, I'm Osh. I'm an admin in Lux Curves. That's LUXE. You can hit us up. We're all about. Of course, you got it. You can hit us up. We're all about positivity. We cooperate with everybody, no matter who you are. Everybody, rock your rolls, and cheers, fellas.
JB Best, thank you so much for this.
JB Best.